So here's what I wanted to show you guys, and this is something I'm exploring and using to make money, man. I tell you, this one is going to be using Landbot. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is I'm trying to attempt to find that new way to engage people that come to the specific pages that I build, right? So if I'm building a funnel, we've had the normal way, right? And you may have seen those before. So I thought about how can I, do something that engages people a little bit differently. So here's the test. And here's what I ended up doing. So I created a land bot, right? And this one was for a contest that I had. And it got some really, really good engagement. Let me go ahead and show you what the metrics show. All right, so let's take a look at this. So in this particular one, I had 13 people that actually came onto the site, right? And then 6 went through. Now look at this lead gen, right? This is 46%, right? And then take a look at this. 6 of them, right? All 6 that actually came and started the interaction with the bot came over and finished the bot. That's fantastic. Now, so what I started thinking about, and I said, well, you know what? I want to learn some more about how to use this to expand out my funnel opportunities, right? So I'm building out multiple funnels, and then I'm going to again start incorporating the Landbot into the funnels to see if I get some really good engagement, right? If people get really confused, then I may end up not continuing this particular approach. But man, I'm excited about this because I see here that 100% of the people when people came in, that I got over half, or I got just about under half of the people that actually engage with it, and then they ended up leaving their information, and that's just absolutely fantastic. Okay, so what I ended up doing was going into some of the information areas. Okay, I wanted to know basically how to do more of this stuff, right? And I can go into the flow analytics and the users, but what I wanted to show you guys, again, another way that we're engaging folks to open up our material, get into what we're trying to offer them, or to do an action toward that outcome. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to let me go to let's go back to dashboard. Okay, so let's go to the knowledge base. As you notice here, all the bots that I've built so far, and I just started using this, and I tell you, I'm really excited about it. This was a contest winner, and then this one was basic lead gen, and then this was just a new bot. Okay, so let's go over to the knowledge base here. And then you have some categories, right? So creating a land bot, learning about bricks, integrations, and stuff like that, right? So you got all these different things, FAQs, fact, and pricing and stuff like that. Well, what I wanted to do was literally just go over and say, hey, I'm brand new. I want to learn more about this. Okay, and the reason I'm doing this training for you guys is that if you decide to use the Landbot, I wanted to give you this video so that you can come right on over and be able to look at it, have me walk you through some of the stuff without being, terribly confused. I've gone through a couple of these. They are interesting. I could tell you I had a couple people say, yeah, what was that? That was interesting, engagement strategy, right? So I'm thinking, hey, maybe I'm on to something here. All right, so then while you're here, you can go into the builder, you can go into bot settings, you can go into share and embed, find out how to do all that kind of stuff, learn more about design, and then they've got this new item called bricks, and then how to analyze your information. Okay, so you're going to have people talking to you about this, which is really, really good. You always want an opportunity to be taught something. So, and I just went into, I think I went into share and embed, right? Because I want to know a little bit about that. I want to say, hey, how can I take this, grab a very inexpensive website or create one, put something together that is literally a engagement strategy and or email capture, and create just a very simple site. How can I do that? How can I put it in the site? And it shows some pretty good stuff, right? I've played around with it. I've had some success and then some failures on this. Just kind of getting used to it. Because what I like to do is I'll take something without looking at the instructions and then see if I can kind of figure it out, walk my way through it, see if it's really, really simple. And it was, but then there were some things that didn't work. Then I end up, just taking down the practice site. But then I came back in here and then says, hey, well, I'll learn about it. So now you have a chance to click on a couple of things here where it shows you actually how to share your URL. And you have some really cool things that you can do here, right? So to show you, hey, I'm going to share it on Facebook. I'm going to share it through email. The email, it goes into your Microsoft Outlook. And some people, of course, you're not set up for Microsoft Outlook. So that's not going to work as well. You can use WhatsApp. And then you can tweet it out, which are all good opportunities. Hopefully they get more in here where you can like shoot it over to Instagram and all that kind of stuff. But in the meantime, you get this shareable link. Now, this is a really funky looking link. So I don't know. You might want to do something with that. Maybe shorten it with the bit.ly or whatever URL shortener that you're using. Okay, so but the point here that I want you guys to see is that, hey, you know what? We've got a new opportunity to create this bot and then get it over to get us some email capture and or drive them right into your offer, right? And if you got somebody that does not get scared about what they're interacting with, or if you do it in a really, really cool way, then you might be able to drive people into your funnel just in a whole different way. And of course, that's what we want, isn't it? When we're out there trying to earn every dime online, or we're trying to drive people into what we've just created, then doing it in a very interactive way, something that they may not have seen before, right? But it's kind of familiar. You kind of go, well, I kind of get what bots are all about. It's just that simple automation tool that is just allowing us to drive people into our funnels, drive people into our content a little bit differently. So, hey, why not try it? I wanted to do this video to show you how very, very easy it could be. What I'm going to do now is just go back here and let me see if I can get, where were we? Okay, let's see if I can drive it back. Go into, let's go one more, settings, builder, right? So let's go into the builder. So it kind of gives you some ideas. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish, right? And it has an opportunity for you to see whether or not you hit your goals. And I tell everybody just starting out that let's create a goal for yourself, okay? One of the big reasons you're going to create a goal for yourself is just so you can start having a benchmark against, not other people, but just against what you would like to happen. So setting a really, really simple goal, for example, you could say, I want, 50% opens, which is incredible in some kind of funnel, in some funnels, right? It's like 50% open. That's tremendous, because that means that many more people have had an opportunity to see your stuff. All right, so here it is. Goodbye messages. What you used to do with that? Put your goals in. Talking about the codes here. Web hooks. If you know a little bit about web hooks, those are opportunities for you to create some specific things that you want people to do, or go. Okay, so let's look at some other stuff that they got here. All right, now I didn't get really into all of this because you know what? I didn't want to get that far over into it. Right? I just didn't want to lose sight of what I was trying to do here, and I don't want you guys to get too caught in the weeds either. Okay, so but just look at a couple of these things, go through it as I am doing this video and showing you some of the things that you can do with it. Here's a really exciting one, right? Chat with humans. So all right, so you got some people that come in and they look at this and go, well, you know what, I don't really care for this, I'd rather talk to someone. Now you can set it up so that they can literally call you, right? Put your phone number in there if you're brave and you want people to call you. But if they're buying your products, why wouldn't you? They may have a question and say, you know what, it's really, really, I'd feel really comfortable if I could talk to someone. And you can put your number in there and they can just like chat with you. You can say, hey, look, let me walk you through this. And then if they have any other questions, then you can, send them to where they can answer these questions. Now, don't get me wrong. If you had a big launch and you anticipate that you're going to get just tons of people, either be prepared to talk with them or send them to someone that you set up that could actually help them. All right. But that just shows you that there's all these different opportunities with this bot to have the people that come to your site do some interesting things. And what I'm going to do a video a little bit later that talks about or it actually shows you the bot in practice. But in the meantime, let me go here. Let me show you. I'll show you mine. Show you this particular bot that I used, and create new bot. No, I want to go to this bot. Let's go to the contest winner bot. Okay, so here it is. Pretty simple. Take a look at this. Right? I had, you got the guy waving, and here, hey, hi, contestant. So you want to know who won? And in this particular case, what I had done was I put out a little bit of a little cash out there. All right, and I says, hey, look, here's a contest. Here is a question related. It was a business related question, and I put it out to a pool of folks, and had them send in their answers. Now, what I did was, is I put it out there on Facebook, and then I created this bot a little bit later to announce the winner. One of the things that I wanted to do was get engagement. All right. Now, so for you, the folks out there are listening in Earn Every Dime Online land, if you are listening to what I'm saying to you, this is one of the things that you're going to be using to now start your, online empire. Okay. But if you're a citizen CEO, sort of people that go to some of my other sites, citizen CEOs, here's one thing that you can start thinking about as you're building up your businesses, right? If you are just starting out and you don't know, what you're doing, or if you're just that ordinary person that is creating extraordinary business, my citizen CEOs out there, I tell you, you guys are on fire. I'm gonna tell you. But this is another opportunity to look at how you can now engage folks, right? And how you can bring them into your material, whether it's an online business like the Earn Every Dime Onliners, or it's an offline business. Now, I'm going to tell you, you can use this for a variety of purposes. And you guys know me, I've got, multiple sites out there. Here's just that engagement strategy, something different that they may not have seen, that they kind of go, that's interesting. Let's see what's going on here. And then you can interact with them. So look at this. It's funny. Right now, I didn't do anything super fancy. I didn't, change the background. I left it kind of bland on purpose. And look what I said here. It says, "Hi, contestant. So you want to know who won?" That's me, literally building this stuff in, and then it shows where they're gonna go, right? And then you have nice to meet you, blah blah blah. If they once they put their email in, and there's a question that you ask. Hey, look, before, if we don't want to get just in case we get interrupted, da 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 da. Here, let us be able to contact you again. But imagine now that you can use this to say something else, to find your results, right? And this is really, really fantastic. For the winner, she actually went through the whole thing, put in her information, and I was able to say, yep, you won. But it's kind of a little bit of a bunny trail, right? It's the curiosity. If you want to know who won, go here. So that brought people to it. Now, those that had actually entered into the contest, then they now follow along and put in. It was 13 people that actually entered into the contest. Actually, it was more than 13. It was like, I think 15 people that actually entered the contest. 13 went to the site here, and 6 actually went it all the way to the end. How cool is that? You built this thing out, and it's just fantastic, man. I tell you, I love it. I had a chance to take a look at it, and then ask questions of it to see if it will work, right? And here is, I don't want to show her name, but we'll send you an email to blah 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 blah, with other information. So this is who won, right? And this is the fantastic thing. You let them know that you're going to be sending them information, right? So that kind of gets them prepared that they're going to be getting other messages. Then you take those messages, you put them in an automation. Oh man, I'll do some other videos on that, but just see what I'm showing you guys right here and how cool this is, right? I'm going to leave you some links that you can click on to start creating your own Landbots. And if you want, of course, you want to buy this, they'll show you all the settings, and I got some codes that I can use if you want to use my link. But if you want to go and do it on your own, I just want you out there doing some interesting things, and to engage your folks, to do it in a different way, something that they may or may not have seen, and you can do it in an automated fashion using this fun little bot. And I tell you, the bots are coming, right? We're going to be seeing a lot more of these because the engagement is so good. and they are new and exciting. So you might as well get used to it. And me giving you the opportunity to see this is and use it is all I can hope for. In the meantime, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're putting these things out all the time. I'm telling you, you're going to love this stuff. Subscribe to the channel, hit the button, take a look in the description field. If I've left some links and left some percentages off or whatever it is that I'm going to be leaving you if you decide to use this and sign up. Okay? All right. Hey, we'll talk to you soon, okay? And be well.